Alright, so this is the Metasploit Lab, and I'll be walking through how I completed this. So the first thing I ended up doing was making sure that on my victim VM, I installed the LAMP server, OpenSSH, PHP pair, and Snort, making sure I had the right subnet configured for it. And so now I'm going to run this command, and then I'm going to run the mmap scan on the attacker VM, and then I should be able to pick it up on my victim's machine. So let me go ahead and just type that in here. To start the IDS on the victim, I'll go ahead and do an nmap scan using the victim's IP address. Run that, close out really quickly. Should be able to come back to this one. Oh, maybe I didn't pick it up. Let me go ahead and try that again. See. And as you can see, it's picking up the attack. So I can go ahead and just put the nmap scan on this one. So and then I'll go back to the victim's VM. And I'll go back through and show you what we got from the IDS. And this is just showing the handshakes that are taking place from the nmap scan. So as you can see, I can successfully configure Snort to do an IDS, and then have the attacker do an nmap scan, and I was able to pick it up. The next part of this lab was using Metasploit and detecting, basically I'm detecting a DDoS attack on my victim machine from the attacker. So what I'll do is I'll configure Snort to be ready for the DOS. So let's see. First I created the directory. Let's see. Where did I put that? Oh. So you see this, I created this log file. And so now I will configure it to send the DOS attack information to this log file over here. So type in this command. Now that's set up. Now going back to my attacker VM, I will now perform the DOS attack. Wait for it to start up for me. So I'll type in these commands. Make sure I get the right IP address. Alright. And then let me give it the command. I was doing a syn flood. I'll terminate that really quickly. So let me go over here to my victim. I'll hit Control C on this one. So I need to go to this log file, and I should have this new log file snort.log. And so I will open that up. Oh. So yeah, so let me just figure out this one. So let me open up the right log file for you. So this is all of the log files from the DDoS attack. Or not DDoS, but the DOS attack. So I'm actually able to see all the log information here. Alright, so now going on to this part, which is writing snort rules to block Facebook, or not block, but alert when Facebook was reached. So I don't need the attacker VM anymore, or actually I will need it later. But to do that, I will just I create a rule. So let me go. Let's see. Where was that? I think it was in root. No, it's not in root. Cool. So in here, I went ahead and created a block Facebook rule. So make sure what I called it. Block underscore Facebook. So I'm doing any TCP from any of the IP addresses on any port that visit Facebook and has this as its contents and given us ID. So let me go ahead and show you that that rule works. Oh, the other thing that I did was I made sure to add that rule to the snort.config. So I'll show you that. So as you can see, my block Facebook rule has been added. So all I need to do is open it up to get started. So the command snort so now it's ready. So let's see if it presents me with an alert when I access Facebook. I went to Facebook. Alright. Control C. Let's go back to my logs and see if the role was accepted. Let me make sure that my attacker VM. I'll just go ahead and close you down. Alright, so let me try that again. I was picking up stuff from my attacker VM. Okay, so let's see what we get. Attacker VM is not doing any telnetting right now. Huh. Let's see if the rule works. I think my rule is being overridden. 1 second. Alright, so I figured out what the issue was. It wasn't my attacker was sending in communication in, it was one of my other rules that was overruling another rule, so I had to just go back into my snort.config and block a couple of other rules, and just to make sure that my Facebook rule was working. So now I'll go in again. I'll go ahead and access my Facebook one. And as you can see, it did send an alert that Facebook is being accessed on here. So there it goes. So that was my first rule that I had to create. I can go up here and give you another look at it. Facebook is being accessed with my rules. So that one worked. Other part of the lab is that I need to do two other rules that would be affected or that my attacker would use on my victim. So the two other rules that I did create were ping and telnet. So I'll go back over here, go to my configs. Alright, I'll go ahead and close this rule off. Go ahead and use my telnet rule. Okay, perfect. Alright, so let me go in and do the telnet. Access my attacker. So I make sure that the system is looking for it. I think it's 19. I think that's it. Let's see. Connection refused. 1 second, I think I might have mixed up my rules. Let me go ahead and check that. I'll be right back. Okay, so the issue was I had chose the wrong rule earlier, so what I ended up doing was make sure I had the correct rule in there. So let me just show you this first. Control C out of this one. So now I'm going to try to telnet into the victim's VM. I will run this on the attacker. I will attempt to telnet. And as you can see, it detects my role, tracking telnet from attacker VM. This is a rule I created. I also created a ping rule. So and as you can see, it's able to track pings. And so that pretty much does it for my my showing of this lab. Thank you.